Hmm. Bench near the manor, was it here? No. Maybe I need to... Just leave it... Oh, this is where she left him.
My mother always wore this around her neck until one day it disappeared. I was wondering where it went. She said it was a birthday present from a good friend. I just had another glimpse of a memory, John. It's fuzzy, but I'm sure it happened somewhere in the manor.
Finally moving forward. Shall we go?
Mm. Sure of a mirror. Let us see where this mirror is. Looks like it was to the right.
Well, you know, I envy you, Sherry. You can talk to other people and they won't ignore you.
And I envy you. You can ignore any person you're bored with. You don't miss out on much. Most men are dull, unlike yourself.
Well, I'm flattered.
I had a surprise for my mother. I was holding an ancient Greek vase, or rather, you had a shovel with you, John. I remember now, we dug up the vase from Greek ruins here on Cordona, and were eager to show my mother right away. For some reason, the door was closed. We knocked.
But nobody answered. We thought that she was busy.
So we left the vase and ran downstairs. Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it. I decided to gather some archaeological tools in order to take a closer look at the vase.
But then we heard something, didn't we?
Yes. It came from upstairs.
vase was broken, shards scattered all over the floor. And your mother was standing at the door.
Indeed, John. I doubt it was her. Let me concentrate. Otto Richter was standing there, furious at us. Dr. Richter told us never to disturb my mother when the door is closed. He said she had broken the vase.
But we didn't believe him. I bet he smashed it. Her things are still here.
Presumably Mycroft never felt the need to sort through it all.
Or couldn't bring himself to.
No. He would have put it behind him and moved on. My brother is not one for sentimentality. No labels. I doubt it ever had one. There appear to be residues of the bottle's contents at the bottom.
Do you think the doctor could have used these tools here? I hope not.
Jeez.
It's a strange feeling to read about my father's death in the newspaper. I can't recall anything except the deep feeling of loss.
You were too young. It happened before we even met. It's so sad.
Straps on the bed. Just doesn't look right. Seems this was the most frequently used medication. 1 dram dissolved in a glass of water, administered daily. Not to exceed 1 dose in 24 hours, not to be given to children.
Oh, I would love to take a bath right now.
Not this one. Surface corrosion suggests it was prone to extreme temperature fluctuations. For medical purposes, I suppose.
Look what I found. The White King is under attack. Sherry, can you save him and checkmate the opponent in one move? You're not obliged to be here, Sherry. We can leave any time you want.
You'd save him with the bishop, would you not?
Oh, nice move. You saved the king and checkmated the Black King with the rook.
We gotta find the chemical analysis. Oh Jesus, what the hell is this? We have to have -4 and... So this can be left on its own, I feel, right? No, take this away. What is this? Oh, I see.
This picture was drawn by my mother. I recognize her hand. There's a date on it, 8th of December, 1868.
Intriguing.
This seems a bit odd. I can recognize my mother's style, but it's far too sloppy. Dated 12th of February, 1869. It's difficult to tell what this is meant to represent. There's no date at all.
Intriguing, so she got worse.
This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason.
Is that everything?
My mother loved flowers. They made her smile. I remember we would bring a new bouquet every week to make her a bit happier.
That's why we collected all the violet flowers.
Straps on the bed. Just doesn't look right.
Am I missing anything?
This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason. Bars covering the windows from the inside.
What else am I looking for here?
Looks like it was damaged by a blunt object. Oh, it brings back some memories. Mother was troubled that morning. Something we did upset her. Dr. Richter tried to calm her down. The broken plate shards were all over the floor. Mycroft had to change his suit as the one he was wearing was completely stained. We had to put the tray with Mother's morning tea down, but why? It's starting to ring a bell. I think it happened in the morning.
Okay, let's think. Oh. She got upset because the doctor showed her.
I don't believe you! Liars! Get away from me! It's not true! It's not real!
What? Oh.
Everything will be okay, Sherry. I promise.
It was the morning of the 9th of April, the day my mother died. My mother, she was not just ill, but mad.
I'm sorry.
Her death, I need to know what happened.
Every time you... I just don't... Please, Sherry, leave it be.
Just breathe, John. You know that I cannot leave the last stone unturned. We are so close.
I know. But can we at least leave it for another day?
Well, history tells us these memories are triggered by our investigation of other matters. I suspect it could not be forced even if I so desired.
Thank you. How are you feeling about all this? Tell me, I'm not the only one reeling.
It feels wrong, sad. Like they're the memories of another man. I'm struggling to reconcile my love for my mother with the reality of who she was. And worse, what possessed Mycroft to lie about it? There are precious few pieces of this puzzle remaining, John. Let us dawdle here no longer.
Indeed. Wait, did you hear that?
Yes. Metallic salts. What is this sailor doing here?
Sherlock Holmes, isn't it? I was looking for you.
Is that Elon Musk?
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
You could call me your new game. The rules are simple. I have something for you, but you alone must work out what that is.
And that something is my prize, I suppose?
You're a fast learner, sir.
I cannot believe that Mr. Vogel has somehow successfully called my attention to his gallery. You're here with an invitation to visit it, obviously.
My word, you are fast, Mr. Holmes. Could you explain how you came to that conclusion?
Of course. Explanations are my favorite part of any conversation. Hands without any sign of regular physical activity, in contradiction to one who would most usually wear such a uniform. The paint in your hair is pink. I don't know of any military service that paints their ships pink, unless they have launched a new fashionable fleet. A sailor with the soul of an artist? I would suggest rather a gallery employee disguised as a sailor to mislead me. How many artists on the island know where I live and of my passion for deduction? Werner Vogel is clearly at the top of the list. And you've been attempting to conceal something square-shaped within your pocket. An invitation, I suppose. An invitation to Mr. Vogel's gallery.
That was remarkable, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Vogel was right about your genius. I think he may have even underestimated you. This is your invitation. Please tell Mr. Vogel that the seed has been planted. He asked me to tell you to do so, if you win this little game. Farewell.
The muse from aboard. Or abroad. Aboard? Abroad? Bazier Road and Herms Ave in Old City. Okay. So... Bazier. Okay, Bazier. Bazier Road. What was it? It was Bazier and what? Herms Ave. Oh, it's right here.
Oriental Rod. Merhaba. It's a good day for a purchase. May your purchase bring you joy.
Yeah. Is it? It's Primal? No. Are you saying what Far Cry is based on? Yeah, it's Far Cry 3. Are you? Who, Vaz? Well, you don't play as Vaz. You play as Jason Brody. Vaz is the bad guy. But it is a rather good game. You would probably enjoy it. In my opinion, it's probably my favorite Far Cry. What do we got? Oh, we got to ask around probably. These people aren't
Can
going
you
to talk.
satisfy my curiosity?
I don't want my friends to see me talking to a spoiled money bag.
Okay, these guys all look dirt poor, like they don't have jobs, so I need to dress myself as... Oh wait. Slavic gangster? I dress myself as a gangster, I guess.
May I ask you something?
No answer here, boy.
Are you able to help me?
Not my problem. Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what? And dressed as what?
At the the gallery is at the crossroads of... Yeah, I'm right there, am I not? Perhaps it's upstairs. Okay, this is the crossroads, right here. Is this not where we have to go? Perhaps it's over here. No. That's some kind of place. Something with a C? This looks very artsy.
Are you able to help me?
Sorry, but I've never heard of it.
What? It really looks like where we would need to go. Perhaps this is the place? Can't ask you, okay. Oh. Where is it? Wait, where is this? Because that's where we need to go. Oh, right here.
Mr. Holmes, you came. Oh, how kind. Though now, of course, I realize it is because of my game, not the works on display.
It needn't be one or the other. Your man's disguise was easily debunked, Mr. Vogel, but I shall admit that you planted in me the seed of curiosity.
Ah, terrific! I had no doubt you'd put the pieces together. Let us call it an opening gambit before the real game begins.
So, this little game of yours, what's it about?
An enigma to solve. A locked area in the basement with no windows found brutally vandalized. I have no clue how it was possible.
And this locked area downstairs, what exactly was it?
The under gallery. It's always shut, and I'm the only one with the key.
Ah, so this is your private collection, not part of the gallery.
Oh, no. It's an exclusive exhibition of eccentric pieces. Only a select cadre of artists, investors, and collectors are admitted. Not everyone deserves to have their eyes open.
What about this intrusion? What happened?
Last night, I was about to leave the gallery when I heard a noise downstairs. I went to the basement, but I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. It was admittedly a rudimentary inspection. It is not uncommon to get rats down there, so seeing nothing of note, I left and locked up the building. When I returned this morning, alas, I discovered that part of the exhibition had been torched, and there was no sign of the intruder. The mystery being, of course, that all the doors to the gallery were locked exactly as I left them.
And the door to the basement is the only entrance?
Correct. Tell me you're not intrigued?
Well, this matter is certainly within my wheelhouse.
This intrusion troubles me. Please take a look around if you're willing. The under gallery is through the door at the end.
I will see what I see.
Intriguing.
I wish I could show you the gallery under different circumstances, but life is beautiful in its unpredictability.
You sure you don't like art, Sherry?
Oh, nice, John. Or is it downstairs here?
Back home, we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
A simplistic attempt at provocation.
Intriguing.
Old, and hasn't been used for a long time. The left step's length is shorter than the right. It indicates that the walker was lame.
The walker was lame. Nice.
A true artist never shows an unfinished piece. A handprint of the thing from another world. Plus it looks fresh, and its coal origin ruins the effect of the extra mundane.
Sherry, how about some company in that dreary chamber of yours?
Leave my loneliness unbroken, John. Sodden and mould-ridden. One presumes deliberately. Ugh, sheer vandalism. Only an ignorant person could do such a thing. A Malpalbut. Coal fingerprints. I think we're looking for a man with a coal moustache. Parasites of creativity, or just a reflection of the artist's recreational interests. Saturn devouring his sun. Oh, grim composition.
Unflinching in its ferocity, yet somehow beautiful.
Closed with a metal bolt. Footprints. Size 9.5.
Well, that's how we got out. That's how we got in, and probably how we got out.
A true artist never shows an unfinished piece. The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the hatch bolt. He accidentally pushed a shovel to the floor. Vogel heard the noise. At the sound of his approaching footsteps, the intruder hid inside the coffin. When Vogel entered the basement, he failed to notice anything strange and left without properly checking. The intruder waited until Vogel had left the caravanserai before burning the paintings in Wilde's room. But the vandalism was a cover for the theft.
It kind of looks like Chris Pratt.
The pieces are not what I expected.
What do you think my collection is about?
It's a reflection on mortality. Nothing lasts forever, no beauty sustains itself, and everything succumbs to darkness. Am I right?
I don't know.
Well, that's absurd. Of course you know. It's your gallery.
There is no one answer, no singular truth, but many filtered through the subjective mind. That forgetting, embellishing, lying machine. Besides, what's wrong with a lie if it makes life more interesting?
What's wrong with a lie? It corrupts the ability of others to behave freely and rationally.
Men never act freely and rationally anyway. It matters not what is or isn't in the end. The only important thing is how you feel. And I simply want to feel and consume as much as I can. Don't you?
Feelings are simply one's animal ancestry trying to wrest back control of the brain. I try to avoid the distraction.
You try not to feel, even in a place like this? None of it moves you?
To be frank, I struggle to maintain even a whit of interest in art.
But Mr. Holmes, it is joy incarnate, mankind's greatest achievement.
Mankind's highest achievement above all others is objective and rational thought.
I see then why you dislike art, for it means whatever you want it to.
Or perhaps, Mr. Vogel, I was lying.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Vogel, my investigation has revealed that the intrusion was not merely vandalism but theft. The limping visitor left your place with a canvas.
That's very impressive.
This thief was familiar with the gallery and he was sporting a limp. Do any of your clients or artists come to mind?
My, your attention to detail is remarkable, Mr. Holmes. I should introduce you to Bosch's works. Alas, I'm afraid I cannot suggest a culprit.
The fire was a clever attempt to hide a stolen painting, even if it didn't fool me. I found the remnants of an empty frame in the pile of ashes. The canvas had been removed. Do you know which paintings in the Wild Room may have interested a thief? Were any particularly expensive?
Those pieces belong to a well-known artist named Boniface Mercurio. They're controversial, but not of a notably high value.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the latch and dislodged the shovel while doing so. That's the noise you heard yesterday. When you went downstairs to investigate, he hid in the coffin.
It seems I should have checked the space more thoroughly.
There's something more, is there not? I can see it in your eyes.
Indeed. There is another intriguing angle. I recently received an anonymous offer for one of Mercurio's works. The sum was more than fair, and indeed could have saved Mercurio from his artistic poverty. But he declined it.
Was it a performative whim? Some artists lionize pain and hardship as if their work would be worse after a meal and a hot bath.
I cannot tell. But not only did he refuse the deal, he insisted on displaying the painting in the public space. I was hoping to change his mind, but artists are a special breed of stubborn.
What was depicted in the piece?
A bound woman, wrapped in robes, being penetrated by a red devil that stared at us, the viewer. The beast had numerous tails growing from his back, and a large crowd gathered around the pair, silently watching the orgiastic scene.
Okay, well, given the nature of the other works on display, it's hard to see why that one stood out. What could possibly be its value?
The evaluation of art is very subjective, Mr. Holmes. After all, art is everything. A poem, a bruise, the beads of sweat on your beloved skin. Even a masterfully solved crime.
I'm not sure I see the connection.
Regardless, the painting was one of a series called The Sabbath Night in Cordona. The works depict sex, violence, and other controversial acts that life, for better or worse, contains.
Ah, I see.
I'm not sure that you do, but that can wait for another time.
So where can I find Boniface Mercurio?
I know he lives somewhere in Old City, but couldn't be more specific. He's a prominent figure, so finding him shouldn't be a problem.
Well, I believe I have enough to begin. Thank you, Mr. Vogel. Your gallery certainly has unexpected depths.
I'm delighted to have been able to please a friend. In return, I expect you to come back with good news. Or at least with a good story.
Oh, maybe I could probably find him in the newspaper. Do we have a news? Where's the news? Or the Chronicle, right? Yeah. Key evidence collected. All evidence collected. Alright, so we're done here. Go to the Chronicle.
Mr. Holmes, I have something for you. Mr. Holmes, I see what you're up to. Mysterious stranger pursues betrothed woman. But please, let us keep things professional. I have in my possession an envelope containing details of a special assignment for you. Tell me, are you interested?
Miss Sertle, I am not pursuing you, and I am not pursuing further work at the minute.
Well, it shall wait for you here. Do come back. It's quite something.
He's a prominent figure, so he's a celebrity. Old City. Articles and interviews? No. Current events? No. Front page? No. Advertisements? No. Obituaries? No. Perhaps it's official? No. So he's a celebrity. Scarlet Road and Olive Street. Got it. Scarlet Street. Scarlet Street. Okay, where is this olive at? Between, find him at Hermes Aves between Scarlet. Oh, okay, Hermes Ave. So where was that? It was. So like right here. Okay, and quickly we are going to go up this street here because there's furniture I can buy.
All the newspapers are sold out.
Got it.
Exquisite. My goods will brighten up your house. Enjoy your.
Excuse me, young man. Where do you think you're going?
Greetings, ma'am. I'm looking for the...
I don't care who you're looking for. You shall not pass. No visitors allowed.
I wish to buy a painting from Mr. Boniface Mercurio. Is it...
Dearie, tell me, because old age has made me blind. Did someone write Information Bureau on my forehead? Because I'm not here to answer your questions. Entry is for residents only. If you aren't a resident, please leave, or I shall report you to the police.
Residents only. Interesting. What do residents look like? I feel like residents are those... are these guys right here. Do I have anything in my thing to... I don't think I do. No, it's a beard. I have the beard, that's about it. Okay, I gotta go to a clothing store. Which is... I just realized something. If you... eventually I might actually have to start doing some of the side activities because of the fact of the matter that if I do run out of money, I won't be able to buy disguises and stuff, which is kind of, I mean it's cool in its own way, but also rather lame due to the fact that, like, what if I don't want to do activities? Like, what if I just want to do the main campaign?
Don't pass by. Let's pick something that suits you.
Okay. There we go.
A good choice.
No visitors allowed.
What? What am I missing? So if that's not who I need to be, then who do I need to be? Do I need to be more posh, maybe? Is that better?
No visitors allowed. No visitors allowed.
So is it the working class that I have to look like then?
No visitors.
I don't understand. What am I supposed to look like? So, do I look like a policeman, maybe? Maybe she'll let me in if I look like a cop?
Hello, officer. How can I help you?
Greetings. I'm investigating the theft of a painting by Mr. Boniface Mercurio. He lives here, I understand. May I talk to him?
Oh, how dreadful. But I suppose that means his work is finally being appreciated, doesn't it?
In a way, yes.
That's good. The news should please him.
Thank you, Ma'am. So, where might I find him?
Find who?
Mr. Mercurio. His painting was stolen?
You must be new to the police service. You see, dear, there is a rule. No visitors allowed. This rule applies to policemen as well.
Ma'am, I am representing the law of this island. Please, let me through, otherwise...
Do you know how hard it is to become a landlady on an island ruled by men? And if you think that I'm just an old woman whom you can frighten with your uniform, you're very mistaken. I have a lot of connections. If you do something stupid, my dear, it will be the last thing you do on this island.
Very well, Ma'am. I'll work it out another way.
Have a nice day, officer.
Okay, so... So, what exactly am I trying to do here? Am I supposed to dress as that guy? I don't understand. So, I can't be a cop. Wait, what am I doing? Oh my god. Alright. So, maybe I dress like him? Perhaps?
Don't miss out. Let's pick something that suits you.
There is a shirt that... Yeah, so I must have to dress like him. Oh my god, I can make myself look very, very old.
A good choice. A good choice. Indeed.
Oh, he is a butt scruffy though. I didn't... Maybe I can get away with not being scruffy.
Boniface, sweetie. Is that you? Ah. Old age does terrible things to one's sight. I didn't recognize you at first.
How are you, Mum? I'm ashamed to admit that I've lost my key. Do you have a spare?
For heaven's sake. How many times will you lose that key of yours? Of course I have a spare. You artists all live in your own little world.
Please, accept my thanks.
I would rather accept your rent. You promised to pay me several weeks ago and I'm still waiting.
I will pay you, I promise, very soon.
You'd better do, my dear. Or else I'll just change the lock. And I won't fall for those cow eyes.
Oh, jeez. He's dead. It's like looking into a mirror.
Red skin, tails on the back. Reminds me of Werder's description of the stolen painting.
Perhaps he was the one who stole his own paintings?
The chest has been searched. Aunt May whiskey, brandy bucks. Quite a collection he had here. It appears the wine was truly awful. Despite the overall tendency towards mess, you cannot sit with the drawer pulled out like this. Someone left it after searching. I wonder where he got that fancy camera. The blood has dried.
I've heard of this style of painting. It is called Expressionism.
Huh.
Judging by post-mortem rigidity, the body lay here for 1 or 2 days. The wound is precise. It was inflicted by a razor or a knife.
Did he kill himself, I wonder?
Soaked in blood. It seems as if the puddle of blood was here before the rags.
He might have killed himself.
Could be the murder weapon. A normal kitchen knife.
Perhaps he stole his paintings and then killed himself?
Look at this, John. Isn't it our stolen demon? The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material.
I think it's very likely that this man has taken his own life. Well, I guess, alright, so then he probably killed himself then. Oh wait, you can. Oh, okay. No, my guess is he killed himself. Somebody found his body,